class today. Today is going to be another Pilates style kind of flow through. So I'm still doing my Pilates teacher training. I'm still getting used to the format of putting together a Pilates class. So I super appreciate any feedback that you have for me. If you enjoy these classes, if there's something that's working or not working about these classes, I really appreciate the feedback because I'm still new to this and I want to know what works and what doesn't. If you do enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. Comments in the comment section below. My Instagram is down there as well. We are going to get started today standing at the top of our mats. Starting at the top of your mat, stand with your feet hips distance apart, ground down evenly through both feet. Take a nice deep inhale, draw the shoulders up by the ears. A big open mouth exhale, releasing the tension. One more like that, nice deep inhale through the nose, draw the shoulders up. Big open mouth exhale. You can open your eyes or you can keep them closed. Bring your attention to your feet and I want you to ground down through your big toe and your second toe. Feel how that engages the inner line of your thighs. And then see if you can start to draw that up into your pelvic floor, so like you're trying to stop yourself from going to the bathroom. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, ground down through the toes, draw up through the inner thighs, pelvic floor, and now draw in the lower belly as if you're pulling on a tight pair of jeans. Inhale, you keep a little bit of contraction but let everything expand. As you exhale, big toes, inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower belly, and now feel the lower rib cage start to knit together. Keep a little bit of engagement through your abdominals without gripping. Take your hands to your ribs. As you inhale, feel the rib cage move laterally, so out to the sides into your hands. And then as you exhale, feel the lower ribs knit together, lower belly, pelvic floor, inner thigh line, all the way down to the toes. Take an inhale, keep a little bit of engagement, but let everything expand. We're nice and fluid. Exhale, rib cage, lower belly, pelvic floor, inner thigh line, everything gathers up into the center. Take one more here, expand. Exhale, gather to your center. We're going to keep that in mind throughout our practice. As you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, ground down through the left foot, side bend over towards the right. Inhale, see if you can reach that left arm away from you. Exhale, ground down a little more through the left foot. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, side bend towards the left, ground down through the right foot. Inhale, reach longer. Exhale, ground down through the right foot, tailbone is long. Inhale, come through center. As if you've got a huge big beach ball in front of you. As you exhale, think of the ribs coming towards the hips as you really round out the spine, curving over your beach ball. Start to take a bend in through the knees and see if you can just peel your spine down to the floor. So instead of hinging at the hips, we're really trying to round the lower back. Now straighten out the legs. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, flatten through the spine. As you exhale, forward fold, generous bend in the knees, and as if you're being dragged up by your upper back in between your shoulder blades, start to stack the spine all the way to standing. Head and neck will come last. One more like that. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Drop the tailbone as you exhale, round out over your beach ball. Start to take a bend in your knees when you feel like you're coming flat in through your spine. Keep rounding, 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 rounding. All the way down. Straighten out through the legs, hands halfway up the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend in through the knees, ragdoll all the way. Stack the spine to stand. come all the way up, head and neck come relaxed. Gentle bending through the knees. Take your hands to the pelvis. As you inhale, keep your torso still. You're just going to think of sending your tailbone to the back of the room. And then as you exhale, think of drawing the frontal hip points towards the ribs. So the ribs don't move, it's just the pelvis. Inhale, widen the space between the ribs and the hips. Exhale to close it. Take one more like that. Inhale. Exhale. This time bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, come into your chair pose. As you exhale, take the hands to the thighs. Exactly the same thing, the torso stays still as you inhale. Think of the tailbone shooting to the back of the room. And then as you exhale, scoop the tailbone under, feel the hips move towards the ribs. Inhale, tailbone to the back of the room. Exhale, hips to ribs. One more like that. And now I want you to come somewhere in between those 2 points. You can reach your hands up towards the front corner of the room between the wall and the ceiling. Or if it's better on your shoulders, you can reach your hands straight out in front of you. Sink a little bit lower, send the weight into the heels. And make sure that your knees are facing in the same direction as the toes. Once again, grounding down through that big toe, big toe, second toe, drawing the energy all the way up the inner thighs through the pelvic floor, lower belly. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sink the hips back, chair pose. Exhale, big toe, second toe, inner thigh line, all the way up, come to stand. Inhale, sink it back. Exhale, gather energy to the center as you stand. Keep going, 5 more like this. Really pressing through the heels, feel the glutes engaging, as if you're trying to press something out with your knees. Come down, hold your squat. Take an inhale here. Hands come to heart center as you exhale. Shift the weight into the left foot. Make sure that that left knee keeps facing forward. Come up onto the right pinky toes. And then draw that right knee in towards the chest. Staying neutral through the pelvis. Really engaging through that left glute to make sure that the knee stays facing forward. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, you're going to shoot the arms forward, right toes tap the back of the mat. Inhale, come into that single leg chair. Exhale, right toes tap, arms reach. Inhale, back to center. 4 more, just like this. Really controlling that front knee. Come back into your chair pose, sink lower. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, raise the heels, sweep the arms back. Inhale, drop the heels, arms up. Exhale, sweep it back. 3 more just like this. Really remembering to bring that attention, big toe, second toe, all the way up. Especially as we come into our balance poses, we tend to fall to the outside edges of our feet. Inhale, come into your chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight to the right. Make sure that that knee stays facing forward. Left tippy toes. And then draw the left knee in towards the chest. You can take your hands to your pelvis. Make sure that that right hip hasn't dropped out to the side. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, keep the bend in the knee, arms reach forward, left toes tap. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to reach. Take 4 more. Inhale to center, exhale, sink low. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, all the way from the big toe up through the pelvic floor, lower belly as you lift the heels. Inhale to chair. 4 more just like this. As you inhale, lower the heels, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, dive over your beach ball, gentle bend in the knees, brings you all the way down. Take a moment, straighten and bend through the knees. And then bend through the knees, start to stack the spine, upper back is heavy. It's almost as if someone is running their fingers segmentally from the base of your spine all the way up, 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 until your head and neck come last. Reach the hands out in front of you, shoulder height, take an inhale. Pelvis stays square to the front of the mat as you exhale, bow and arrow the right elbow back, and then reach the fingers behind you. Inhale, sweep it wide back to the side. Exhale, bow and arrow left hand back. Reach to the back of the room, maybe the gaze follows. Inhale, come back through center. 2 more on each side. That pelvis stays forward. Think of rotating that back rib cage all the way towards the back of the room. Shoulders stay out of the ears. Use the gathering in the center to twist yourself a little further. 1 more each side. Exhale, lower the hands. Inhale, chair pose. This time as you exhale, same principles in through the pelvis. You're going to rotate the right arm back, right hip reaches forwards. Inhale, come into your chair. Exhale, gather your center as you sweep that left arm back. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, sit a little lower as you twist. Inhale, center. 1 more each side. We're going to add a pulse with it. So inhale, come up a little bit. Exhale, sink low, twist. Inhale, raise your seat. Exhale to twist. Keep going like this. You're not coming all the way up. It's just a little, kind of like a 3/4 range. Remember not to grip through your center. You want to be fluid. Inhales, let you expand. Exhales, let you contract. 2 more each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, keep the arms reaching, raise up onto the toes. You're going to lower the hips all the way down towards the heels. And then you're going to lower the heels as close as you can to the floor. We're going to do a little bit of hip mobility. So start to shift the knees forward as you shift the torso back. Tap the knees to the floor. And then you're going to reverse it. You're going to start to try and lift the knees. Send the hips back. Lift the seat as much as you need to get the heels to the floor. Tap the knees. Torso leans back. And then start to lift the knees. Torso comes forward. Seat might lift. Keep going a few more like this. You should feel some mobility work through your toes, through your hips, through your knees for sure. And this time, you're gonna rock all the way back onto your seat. Plant the feet. Take the hands behind the backs of the knees. Just like we did in standing, we're gonna do those little kind of C curve like a cat-cow. So this time we're gonna think of moving from the rib cage. So keep the pelvis still to start. As you inhale, think of just arching the upper spine. And then as you exhale, think of the rib cage closing towards the pelvis. So the pelvis doesn't move, you're just rounding out the top of your spine. Inhale, think of extending as if I'm pressing my hand in between your shoulder blades. And then exhale as if I'm pressing my fingertips into your sternum. One more like that, inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to reverse it. Torso stays still, we're moving from the pelvis. So as you inhale, rock forward off the sits bones. And then as you exhale, think of the tailbone scooping towards the front of the room, roll back off the sit bones around the lower back. Inhale to arch. Exhale to scoop. 2 more. Relax the hip flexors, feel that drawing in of the pelvic floor and the lower belly as you scoop. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, lower ribs. Now we're going to combine the two. So as you inhale, reach the chest forward, arch the lower back. And then as you exhale, think of ribs moving towards hips, really make a nice C curve through your spine. Inhale to open. Exhale to scoop. One more like this. Inhale, come to a tall spine. Extend the legs out in front of you. We're going to do our roll up. Active through your legs, you can point or flex the feet. Hands come out in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, think of rounding the spine, come into that C curve, and you're peeling yourself down segment by segment, as if I'm holding onto your fingertips and you're really, really slowly just trying to peel yourself down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, reach long. As you exhale, hands come to the sky, reach forward, gentle tap of the chin to the chest, and once again, like I'm pulling you from your fingertips and you're stuck to the mat with Velcro, you're just going to peel yourself off. Keep that rounding in the spine as if you're coming up and over a barbed wire fence. Reach forward as far as you can, and then start to stack the spine. So once again, like we did in standing, as if I start with my fingertips at the base of your spine, and slowly peel you all the way up to straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, active legs, gather your center, roll yourself down. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, gentle tap of the chin, peel yourself off the mat. See if you can come directly up the center of your spine. Try and keep your feet down. Pull back at the waist over your barbed wire fence, reach forward. And then stack your spine all the way to top. 2 more. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lead with the hands, gentle tap of the chin, roll yourself up. It doesn't matter if you have to take extra breaths, just keep breathing. Start to roll yourself all the way up to stack on your next exhale. Inhale to prepare, last one. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, come all the way back up. Reach forward on your inhale. Exhale, stack the spine. We're going to do a variation. So take an inhale, prepare here. Exhale, roll yourself back. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, start to float the arms forward, tuck the chin. When you get to an imprinted spine, so that flat spine, you're going to start to lift the right leg up, reach for the toes. The spine will come a little bit more straight, but keep your C curve at the top. Take an inhale, exhale, switch the feet. Switch the feet. Switch the feet. Switch the feet, the right leg is up, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, peel yourself down, keep that leg reaching. Once you get to the flat spine, lower the leg, start to roll yourself all the way down, inhale. Exhale, lead with the hands, gentle tuck of the chin, start to roll yourself up. Once you get to that lower back contact, start to lift the left leg. Keep rolling yourself up, left leg reaches tall. Reach for the left toes. Hold here, so you're kind of in a boat pose. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. 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 Left leg is up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Roll yourself down. Lower the leg as you reach the arms long. Inhale. We're going to do 2 more like that on each side. Exhale. Start to peel yourself up. Lower back contact, start to lift the right leg, keep engaging the left leg. This time we're going to twist. So twist the hands to the right as the right leg is lifted. Switch the legs, twist left, switch, 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 switch. Come center, right leg is lifted, roll yourself all the way down. Reach long as you inhale. Exhale, start to roll yourself up. Left leg will lift. Twist the hands to the left leg is up. And then scissor switch. Scissor switch. 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 One more. Switch. Center, left leg is up. Lower the right leg. Roll yourself down. One more variation. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll yourself up. Right leg will lift. This time left leg comes to meet the right. Lower both feet down, so we're kind of in this like long V-sit sort of situation. Raise up, lower down. If you need to bend your knees and kind of come more into a boat pose, then that is also fine. We're going to do 2 more, kind of like a long V to a tall V. Raise yourself back up into your V. Lower that left leg down. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll yourself down. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, start to roll yourself up. Left leg lifts. Keep your C curve, right leg meets left. Lower the legs and lift. 4 more. Really engage that lower belly pelvic floor to help you lift. See if you can switch off the hip flexors. They will work, but try not to just grip from the front of your hips. Left leg stays lifted, lower the right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down. Inhale, take a nice long body stretch. And then as you exhale, just a normal roll up this time. Come over your barbed wire fence. And then stack your spine all the way to tall. Scooch yourself to the top of the mat. We're going to take rolling like a ball. If you can't reach your hands underneath to grab the outsides of your ankles, then you're just going to hold the front of your shins. If you can, tuck those hands underneath the backs of the legs, grab the outsides of the ankles. Wherever you are, you're finding your balance point just off your sits bones. Take a nice deep inhale, get tall through the spine. As you exhale, gather the pelvic floor, lower belly, make your C curve. With control, roll back. Catch your balance on your shoulders, unlike I just did. And then roll forward, catch your balance just off your sit bones. Exhale, roll back with control. See if you can get even on the spine. And then roll forward. So what you want to do here is try not to use momentum. So try to keep your heels as close to your butt as you can throughout the whole movement. And really use the control in that kind of vacuum suction of the lower belly, the lower ribs, to help initiate the roll and help to keep you balanced at the top. We're going to do 2 more. And come to balance. From here, we're going to go into an open leg rocker, but first we're going to take a little bit of a stretch. Take your peace fingers, hook them around your big toes. And you can either stay here just catching your balance, or you're going to start to extend your legs out wide, opening up through the inner thighs. So we're working balance and stretching here. Your legs don't have to be this wide. You can have your legs super narrow. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit, you can move between coming wide and coming narrow. Whatever variation you're taking, we're going to take 3 more breaths. From here, you're going to release your toes. You're going to bring your hands behind your legs. So if this is going to depend on your flexibility, you can start with your hands behind your knees. Maybe you stay with your legs bent. If it's available to you, you're going to grab by your calves or your ankles, and you're going to start to extend the legs out long from you. The lower body's in a C curve, so think of that pelvis tucking towards the ribs. Take an inhale, think of my hand in between your shoulder blades, extending through the thoracic. As you exhale, scoop everything out. You're going to roll back, catch your balance, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, roll along the spine, catch your balance at the top. Inhale here, exhale, tuck and roll, catch your balance, and then you're going to roll and catch your balance. Take a few more here. You can always come back into rolling like a ball if that works better for you. And you can always bend your knees if you need to. The idea is that you want to move slow and with control. We're going to take 1 more after this. Come back up to balance, and then you're going to draw the knees in towards you. We're going to combine our rolling with our squat. So if you've done my yoga classes, you've probably done these before. So come back off your sits bones. You're going to hold the front of your shins. Take an inhale. As you exhale, scoop the belly, roll the length of the spine. Come all the way up, plant the feet. Inhale into your chair pose. Exhale, lower, roll. Inhale, come all the way to stand. So you can take this at your own pace. If you want to get really jazzy, you can add a jump squat in at the top. I will leave that up to you. We're going to do 5 more wherever you're going. Make sure when you roll back that you're landing on your shoulders and not on your neck. And when you come up into that squat, don't let the knees collapse in towards the midline. So just because we're moving faster doesn't mean that we get to have shitty form. I think we have 2 more. Last one, we're going to end in our squat. And we're back to standing. Hold your chair pose, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale here. Shift the weight to the right, exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, set it down. Keep marching like this, nice and slow. Make sure that your standing knee is stable and not collapsing into the midline. And your hands are on your hips to make sure that you're not hiking through one side to the other, and that you're not letting that hip drop out to the side. One more on each side, or make yourself even. Come back into your squat, sit lower, inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to step that right leg back, come into a crescent lunge. Ground down through the left foot, make sure that that left knee is facing forward, and then take your hands to your hips. Take a bend in through the back knee, just like we did at the start. As you inhale, torso stays still. You're going to think of sending the tailbone to the back of the room. And then as you exhale, think of those frontal hip points sliding towards the front of the ribs. Feel the stretch in the back leg. Inhale, tailbone to the back of the room. Exhale, draw the tailbone under you. Take 3 more just like that. The upper body is staying still. The movement is coming from the pelvis, lower belly, lower spine. Now I want you to find somewhere in between, so the tailbone is dropping to the floor. You may or may not have a bend in the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, shoulders out of the ears, exhale. Inhale, dip the back knee, exhale to lift. Inhale to dip, exhale to lift. 3 more, make sure that that front knee keeps facing forward, ground down through the big toe, second toe. Inhale here. As you exhale, arms are going to sweep down. Really control that left leg as you come all the way to standing. Extend the right knee out in front of you. Toes flex towards the sky. Take an inhale here. Exhale. We're going to reverse that. So you're going to step that right leg all the way back into your lunge. Inhale, dip the knee. Exhale, come up. Ground down through that left foot. Stand all the way tall. Inhale, extend the knee. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, step back. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Inhale, dip the knee. We're going to speed it up. Exhale to lift. Inhale, with control, extend the leg out in front of you. Exhale, step back into your lunge. Inhale, dip. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, stand on the left, extend the knee. Exhale, step the right leg back. 2 more. Inhale, dip. Exhale, up. Inhale, stand on the left, extend the right knee. Exhale, step back. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stand on the left. Exhale, step back. Inhale, come into your lunge. And then as you exhale, you're going to step up into your chair pose. We're going to take those twists again, but we're going to take the hands to the heart. Bring the feet a little bit closer towards you. Take an inhale. Hips and knees stay in line. As you exhale, right elbow comes towards left knee. It may or may not get there. Inhale through center. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. We're taking 3 more on each side. Really sit back into the heels. Even weight between both feet. And be honest with yourself. Like for me, I can't get my opposite elbow to my opposite knee. I don't have the mobility, and that's okay. Go to where you can get to. Maybe it's same elbow, same thigh. Maybe it's somewhere in between. Wherever you're at is fine. Inhale, come back into your chair pose. Exhale, hands to the hips. Send the weight through the right foot, draw the left knee into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, step that left leg back, coming into your crescent lunge. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale. Hands to the hips. Bend in through the back knee. We're going to take those pelvic tilts again. So rib cage and torso stay still. Take an inhale. You're going to think of scooping the hips towards the ribs. And then as you exhale, press the tailbone to the back of the mat. Inhale, tuck it under. Exhale, press it back. 3 more. Keep that nice deep bend in through the front knee. Find somewhere in between, neutral pelvis, tailbone dropping to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up, drop the back knee. Exhale to raise. Inhale to dip. Exhale to raise. 3 more. Come to standing. You can keep the arms sweeping, sweeping up, otherwise you can bring them to the hips. You're going to start to lean forward, bring that left knee all the way into the chest, and then extend the left leg out in front of you. Draw the toes up towards the sky, engage the left quad. And then start to draw the heel towards the butt. Bend in through the right knee. As steady as you can, try and keep that right knee from wobbling as much as you can. It's really hard. Step it back into your lunge. Inhale, dip the knee. Exhale, lunge. Come to stand on the right leg. Inhale, extend the left knee out in front of you. Exhale, step it back into your lunge. Inhale, dip. Exhale to raise. Inhale, come to stand on the right leg, extend the left. Exhale, step back into your lunge. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, stand on the right, extend the leg. Exhale, back to your lunge. We're going to do 3 more. Should really feel this working into your right glute. If you have done my classes before, you know that I am terrible at counting. I'm sorry. You can be, we're all adults. You can make yourself even. I apologize. We're going to come back into our chair pose. We're going to come up onto the tippy toes as you inhale. We're going to take those twists again. Open arm, exhale, left arm sweeps back. Keep the knees even. Inhale through center. Exhale, right arm sweeps back. Inhale through center. 4 more on each side. Keep drawing up through that lower belly, pelvic floor. We're on our tippy toes, so really think of engaging the inner thighs. See if you can squeeze the inner ankles towards each other. Feel that connect all the way up into your pelvic floor and your lower belly to keep you stable. One more each side. Inhale here, stay up onto the toes, raise a little higher if you can. Sink the hips all the way down, 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 down towards the knees. Down towards the heels. And then we're coming back to sit on our butt. We're going to lower all the way down to the floor, so extend the legs out in front of you, sweep the arms out, inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Beautiful. We're going to go back into a little bit more core work before we roll onto our sides. So plant the feet on the floor. Bring the lower back into a neutral position. So we're going to do those pelvic tilts again. So find your natural curve. And then as you inhale, think of the tailbone dropping towards the floor, arch the lower spine away. And then as you exhale, think of the lower pelvis sliding towards the lower ribs, flatten the spine. Inhale, increase the distance between your ribs and hips. Exhale, shorten the distance. One more like that. Inhale, expand. Exhale, drop inner thigh line, pelvic floor, lower belly, lower ribs, everything knits together. And now find that neutral spine, so you've got a family of ladybugs underneath your lower back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, float the right leg to tabletop. Feel the back of the right hip widen on the mat. And then float the left leg up to tabletop. You'll now feel your lower back flat on the spine. Take an inhale here. Tap the right toes down to the floor. Exhale to center. Inhale, tap the left toes down to the floor. Exhale to center. Keep going like this. The knee floats back above the hip. You keep the back of your ribs on the mat. And you're trying to keep that container of your center engaged. So you're not gripping your abs the whole time. But as you inhale, you're just lessening the contraction. And then as you exhale, you're really drawing everything to center. If this is working for you, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can interlace the fingers behind the head, take an inhale. As you exhale, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest, and then think of sliding your torso towards your pelvis. No tension in the neck. Keep going with your leg taps. If this is working well with the knees bent, then you stay here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to start to extend the knee so that the heel comes long away from you as it taps towards the floor. You're only doing this if you can keep that control in through your center. I should never try to be serious. You can stay here, coming back to tabletop, or you can extend the right leg, extend the left leg, and we can come into scissor switch. Wow, I'm doing really great today. Nice strong exhales to switch. Four, three, two, one. Bring it back to tabletop. Lower the upper body. You keep your legs in tabletop, you should still feel your lower abs working. Hands behind the head again, take an inhale. As you exhale, think of the left rib cage sliding towards the right hip. As you come up and twist, inhale, lower back through center. Exhale, right rib cage slides towards the left hip. Inhale through center. Exhale, gather your center, pelvic floor, lower belly. Left rib slides to the right hip. Inhale through center. Exhale, right rib, left hip. Inhale through center. We're going to do two more on each side. I know this work is slow and maybe you're getting a little bit frustrated, but if you're doing it right, you should really feel this working in through your center. You don't have to do a million crunches at, lightning speed. You need to do the slow, controlled, precise work. You can do a lot less of it and get a much better result. You can stay like this, or as you exhale, opposite leg will extend long. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, opposite leg extends long. Inhale through center. Two more each side. keep going like this, or once again, you can straighten both the legs. Exhale to twist. Inhale, switch, switch, switch. Find a breath pattern that works for you. Keep the elbows wide, neck is relaxed. Four, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in towards center. Shake the head back and forward. And then from here, you're going to extend everything long, and you're just going to roll onto one side of your body. You can prop your head up with your hand, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can lay the arm along and rest your head down. It doesn't really matter. Bring your feet a little bit in front of you if you need a little bit of extra support, or you can have the feet back in line with the body. The right hip stacks on top of the left, and you're engaged through your bottom waist, so you're not just collapsing down. We're doing Pilates, we're not chilling on the beach, yeah? Feet are equal. Take an inhale. As you exhale, point the toes, foot raises up to the sky, knee keeps facing forward. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, point and lift. Inhale, flex and lower. We're going to do 8 more. Trying to keep an even waist through both sides. You can always add a glute band here if you want to. Bring that leg to hip height. We're going to take 5 little circles forward. Make sure that that movement is in the hip socket so your pelvis isn't going all over the place. And then you're going to reverse. And then we're going to do a hot potato. So you can bring that front hand down in front of you. You're going to tap 2 times in front. Big rainbow arch. Tap 2 times behind. Rainbow arch. Tap, tap. Rainbow arch. Tap, tap. Find a breath pattern that works for you. Just keep breathing. And once again, we're trying to control that pelvis. Relax through the jaw and the neck. One more, front and back. Bring that leg up to hip height. If you propped yourself up, you're going to lower your head down onto your bottom arm. Bring the legs back in line with each other. As you exhale, bring the bottom leg to meet the top. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bottom leg lifts. Inhale, bring it down. 6 more. Make sure that that top hip hasn't rotated towards the sky. Keep the legs glued together. Inhale, tap them both down. Exhale, lift both legs. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lower. 6 more. You should feel your glute working and your side body working. Keep them lifted, and then you're just going to do little flutter kicks, back and forward, back and forward. Go as quickly as you can, keeping your pelvis and your torso as steady as you can. Extra challenge, that top hand comes to the top hip. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower everything down. Prop yourself up onto that bottom elbow. Bring the legs forward at a 45-degree angle. inner edges of the feet are together. Top hip stacks, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift that bottom waist off. You might have to readjust through your shoulder. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, top leg opens. Inhale, drop everything down as the knees close. Exhale, lift and open. Inhale, drop and lower. 8 more. Keep it lifted, toes tap, knees tap, toes tap, knees tap. 8 more. Two more. Bring it together, lower everything down. From here, you're going to lie long on your side body. Move yourself towards the long end of your mat, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to think of the top rib and top hip coming towards each other. You're going to roll over and we're going to come up into a V-sit. If this is too much, you keep your legs down and you just come up into a sit-up, and that's totally fine. Then slowly, you're going to extend that left arm, roll all the way back onto your side body. As you exhale, think of dragging the top hip, top rib towards each other. Use that left hand as a little bit of support. Reach the right hand up towards the toes. Inhale, slowly lower yourself nice and long. We're going to do 3 more just like this. Inhale, roll yourself back onto your left side body. And then you're just going to scoot yourself onto your stomach. So start by making a little cushion with your hands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press the pubic bone into the floor. Turn the toes out and float the legs up to hip height. We're just going to take little beats through the ankles, through the heels. So you're going to do 10 taps with the toes pointed and then 10 taps with the toes flexed. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Point, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Should feel this in your glutes, not in your lower back. One more set. Lower everything down, feet come to parallel. Hands come out to cactus, your forehead is going to stay down on the mat. I'm just turning my head so you can hear me. Press the pubic bone down as you inhale. As you exhale, forehead stays down, float the arms up off the mat. So try and keep the wrists in line with the elbows, elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale, float it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, bring it down. 4 more just like this. Feel the back of the shoulders working. Inhale, bring it down. Keep the elbows wide in their cactus position. As you exhale, think of pushing a marble away with your nose, and you're just going to lift the torso up. So because your arms are wide, you're potentially not going to come up that far, and that's fine. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, press through the tops of the feet, the pubic bone, peel the chest off. Exhale, roll it down. 3 more. Now we're going to combine, so take an inhale at the bottom, legs stay in parallel. As you exhale, press down through the pubic bone, lift everything up, keep that cactus shape. Keep everything lifted. As you inhale, you're going to shoot the arms forward. As you exhale, bring the legs wide as you cactus the arms, chest raises a little bit. Inhale, Superman, reach everything long. Exhale, bring everything wide. Take 3 more like this. Inhale, bring everything long. Exhale, keep the arms and legs long, just set everything down. Keep the forehead down as you exhale, left leg, right arm lift. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, set it down. Do 2 more on each side, keeping the head down. And just notice any differences between the sides. See if you can lift from the hamstring and the glute and from the back of the shoulder, as opposed to just gripping in through the lower back and through the upper traps. You can feel free to stay exactly as you are, otherwise as you exhale, lift everything long. And we're going to go for a swim. So start nice and slow. And then maybe you start to speed it up. Keep a nice, steady, even breath. One more breath. And lower everything down. From here, we're just going to roll onto the right hand side. Once again, you can prop the head, or you can come long on that arm. You can bring the feet slightly forward if you need to. Top hip stacks, bottom waist is long. Take an inhale here. Exhale, point and raise. Inhale, flex and lower. 9 more. Lower the leg to hip height, like a mortar and pestle, just within that hip joint. You're going to start to draw 5 little circles forward. Keep the pelvis and upper body stable. And then you're going to reverse. Hot potato, 2 taps forward. Big arc, 2 taps back. Keep going like that. Try and reach back as far as you can without arching in through your lower back. So nothing changes. We're just moving the hip in the hip joint. 2 more each way. Bring your feet to stack, extend that top leg. Keep that left foot floating at hip height. As you exhale, bring the right foot to meet the left. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. 6 more. Keep the legs glued together. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. 6 more. Keep the legs lifted and just start to flutter kick back and forward, keeping that pelvis as stable as you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, and then lower everything down. Prop yourself up onto your elbow. Elbow just in front of the shoulder or directly underneath. Legs come at that 45-degree angle. Inner edges of the feet together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift up into that side plank. Open the top leg. Inhale, lower everything down. Close the knees. Exhale to lift. Inhale to close. 8 more. Hold at the top, toes touch, knees touch, toes touch, knees touch. 8 more. Bring everything together. Slowly lower yourself down all the way onto your right side. Come towards the long edge of your mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, top ribs, top hips draw together as you roll back onto the glute. Drag that right arm as you come all the way into your teaser or your boat. Inhale slowly with control. You're going to roll it all the way out to the side body. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale, contract that top waist. Use that to slowly roll yourself up and over, or over and up rather. And then inhale, just to slowly slide that hand out. Bring yourself long. 2 more. I actually feel like we did 5 on the other side, so we're going to do 1 more after this. Bonus! You can always tell me if I'm wrong. Inhale. Roll yourself long. And then roll yourself all the way back into your belly. We're just going to do a little bit more extension work, and then we're going to finish up with some core and shoulder work. So bring your hands to stack, feet in parallel, take an inhale. Keep the forehead glued to the hands as you exhale. Press down into the pubic bone, lift the upper body. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to lift, elbows stay wide. Inhale, set it down. 3 more. This time, keep the hands down. Press the floor away. Peel the spine up as you straighten the arms. Only come up as much as is comfortable for you. Take an inhale at the top. Exhale, start to lower yourself down halfway. Try and keep the height. Hands meet the forehead and then lower the rest of the way. Press the floor away. Peel yourself up as you inhale. Start to lower slowly with control. When you feel like you can keep the height, hands lift, meet the forehead, and then you lower the rest of the way. 3 more just like this. Don't forget about that inner thigh, pelvic floor, lower belly contraction here. It's the same thing, we're just in a different orientation. One more. Now we're going to reverse it. So keep the hands glued to the forehead. As you exhale, lift the upper body up as high as you can. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Use the leverage of the hands to press yourself up. Take an inhale. Exhale, just like you would if you were on your back, you're going to start to peel yourself down segment by segment as if you can feel the front of your spine hitting the mat. We're just going to do 2 more like this. So exhale, lift away. Hands press as you inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, keep that engagement through the lower body, through the glutes, lower yourself all the way down. 1 more, exhale, press away from the mat. And then hands come down, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Come up into your Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders. Drag the elbows towards the back of the mat. Chest shines to the front of the room. We're going to do some little butt kicks here, so keep pressing down through the pelvis. It's a 3 pulse exhale, so you're going to heel towards the glute with the right. You're going to flex, point, flex, inhale, extend. Exhale, point, flex. Flex, point, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex, point, flex. Inhale, extend. Flex, point, flex. Inhale, extend. Keep going like that. You're trying to keep the lower body nice and stable and keeping that beautiful extension through the upper chest without crunching the shoulders by the ears. Bonus, obviously, hamstring work as we pull our heel towards our glute. Don't worry too much about the point and the flex of the foot. I'm pretty sure I'm changing it every time. It's not really important unless you want to make it super important, in which case get as neurotic as you like. We're going to do 1 more on each side. I'm really stressed out at the moment and it's turning my brain into gravy. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck under the toes, engage the thighs. We have made it into our forearm plank. So press energy out through the heels, gentle scoop of the tailbone, but keep lengthening through the back of the neck. Strongly engage the quads. Coming into our dolphin pose, start to walk the feet up towards the shoulders. As much of a bend as you need in through the knees, the head is off the mat. Ground down through the left foot. As you exhale, straight leg raise, right heel to the sky. Point the toes, inhale, tap it down. Exhale, raise, inhale, tap it down. That knee keeps facing towards the ground the whole time. 2 more. Set the right foot down, exhale, raise the left leg. Inhale, point the toes, tap it down. Exhale, raise, inhale, tap it down. 3 more, really engage the glute and the hamstring. Step it back into your forearm plank, ground down through the right forearm, shift into your forearm side plank, Vashisthasana. Left hand comes behind the head. You can always stagger the feet if you want to. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, tap that left elbow to the inside of the right elbow. Inhale, open it up without rotating the hip to the sky. Exhale to twist. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Last 2. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand, left hip. If this is getting too much, you come back up onto the side body. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to drag that right toe up the inner left thigh. Kick it forward. As you inhale, we're coming into a huge bicycle. Find a breath pattern that works for you. I can't even think right now. Here, you're just going to do 3 bicycles in this direction. And then we're going to reverse it. So kick the leg out, bend the knee to the chest, and then run it down the inner thigh. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back to your forearm plank. I'm not going to lie, that was harder than I was expecting it to be. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, walk those feet back in. We're back into our dolphin. This time you're going to turn those right toes out, external rotation through the leg. And we're going to do 5 leg lifts again. So as you exhale, lift, inhale, tap. You should just feel this in a slightly different part of your glute. And bring it down, switch it out, turn those left toes out to the side. And then as you exhale, 5 leg raises. Walk it back into your forearm plank, ground down through the left forearm. Rotate to the outer edge of the left foot. Stagger the feet if you want to. Re-establish that, gathering in through the center. Right hand behind the head, inhale. Exhale, draw everything to the center line. Right elbow comes towards the left. Inhale, expand. Exhale, inner thigh line. Pelvic floor, lower belly, lower ribs. Inhale to expand. 3 more. Inhale, side plank, top hand, top hip. Run that right leg up the inner thigh. Kick it forward, sweep it around. 2 more just like that. You can always drop down to your side body. And now reverse the movement. So kick the leg forward, bend the knee to the chest, run it down the inner leg. Come back to your forearm plank. You've just got a few more breaths here. Take an inhale, dip the knees to the floor. Exhale, pick it up. Just 9 more. Set the knees down, hips to the heels, child's pose. Take an inhale, keep the left arm extended. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. Switch it out, take that right arm forward, thread the left arm underneath the right. Inhale, bring it forward. As you exhale, ripple up through the spine. We're going to take a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press it forward. Step the left leg forward, coming into your lunge. Option to stay here, option to bend the back knee, reach back with the left hand for the right foot, coming into the quad stretch. And slowly release, shift the hips back, straighten out through the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. And then you're just going to switch it out, so bring that right leg forward. Option to stay here, option to bend the back knee. Grab hold of the foot, coming into the quad stretch. And then planting down the hands, straightening out that front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Here, you're just going to step yourself forward, coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center, taking a moment of gratitude for yourself and this time and the neighbor that has really conveniently decided to vacuum or whatever it is that they're doing right at this particular moment. Thank you so much for practicing with me as always. Namaste.